Good evening. First tonight, it has been a constant presence in Bristol for nearly 70 years, but Marks & Spencer has announced it is closing its Broadmead branch in the latest blow to the high street.
Well, Bristol has already seen its huge Debenhams store close this year, but M&S bosses say changing shopping habits have left them with no option, leaving 89 workers in consultation with the company over their jobs. Well, Katie Rowlett is live in Broadmead for us. So, Katie, this is another famous name leaving Bristol then.
Yes, 5 months ago, Debenhams, which is just behind me there, closed its doors, and now another retail giant, which is less than 100 metres away, Marks & Spencer's, will also be shutting. And this has come as a big shock to shoppers that have used this store for around 60 years for clothing, uniforms, shoes, food and, of course, underwear. Now, if you still need to do some Christmas shopping, you have got time, as it's not due to close until January next year. But it has come as a big shock to shoppers, and this was their reaction a little earlier.
I am really shocked, because, like I say, every time we come into town, we always hit Marks & Spencer's.
Well, a bit shocked, but still, I suppose we've got Cribbs Causeway.
That's all of them gone then, because I'm from Condesbury in Weston, and that one's gone. So it's a bit of a nuisance.
Really devastated. I work really close, just up the road. Been coming here for years. Every lunchtime, wander down. Food hall's really nice, so go in there, buy lots of food, nice meal deals and all that sort of thing. And the clothes are really good as well, so really gutted.
Marks & Spencer say it is consulting with its 89 employees and are hoping to relocate them to other locations in the southwest. But this comes as no shock, really, as the high street has been struggling since the pandemic, and a retail analyst told me a little earlier that it's inevitable.
It's really sad to hear that Marks & Spencer here is closing. I've been shopping here for decades, but it's simply a sign of the time. Footfall in high streets is only at 76% of the level it was before the pandemic. Retail parks and suburban areas are much more popular, which is why I think Marks & Spencer is concentrating its shops in those areas.
Well, let's speak now to James Durie, who's from the Bristol Chamber of Commerce. James, what's your reaction tonight?
I think it's really sad, disappointing news, but I have to say it's not a surprise. There's been a big shift going on in retail for a number of years, accelerated a bit by the pandemic, but and it is a loss. You know, Marks & Spencer's has been a feature of the centre of Bristol for 60 odd years, so it's a big loss, and I think we've got to think first about the people directly impacted by the news yesterday. And certainly we're offering our support alongside the council and many others to see how we can support those people. But actually for the high street, I don't believe it's all doom and gloom.
How difficult is it to fill empty shops when they're as big as this?
I don't think there will be a huge problem in actually finding an alternative use for this building. It will take a bit of time, of course, and it will be different from what we've got now. But we are seeing some other big changes around this area now, and there are new uses coming into being. They might not necessarily be retail shopping, the food and the closed offer that Marks & Spencer's have got, but I feel confident there'll be something.
And can you just give us any inclination as to what will be happening with the Debenhams building?
I know there's some very interested parties, there's a number of bids that are moving forward at the moment. I know that there isn't actually formally any news yet, but I believe that there's something really exciting will come to Bristol around that Debenhams store.
James, thank you very much for speaking to us this evening. Well, in a statement given to us from Marks & Spencer, it said that our priority is now to talk to our colleagues about what this announcement means for them and, wherever possible, offer them alternative roles within M&S. We appreciate that this will be disappointing news for some, and we would like to thank all our customers who have been shopping with us in the store. We'll be working hard at serving them in our 17 stores across the southwest, including Cribbs Causeway and Longwell Green. Now, the company are keen to point out in that statement that they do have other stores. Of course, they are in South Gloucestershire, not Bristol. So for anybody that lives south of the city or centrally, they now face a lengthy bus ride or car journey to get to a Marks & Spencer.
OK, Katie Rowlett in Bristol, thanks very much for that.